Well, good morning to you, my personal connections here, both here on Facebook as well as YouTube and the various other platforms that you're listening from today. I just wanted to jump on real quick and say our new book is now officially in my hands, and I'm excited about it. Make every day a Wednesday. And so at this point, I'm going to just share just the introduction. So many of you already went on to Amazon and pre-ordered, and I wanted to give you an update that we've moved up the day that the book will be released. So initially it was Black Friday that the book was going to come out at Black Friday. We've moved up the Amazon pre-orders to November 13th. So next Wednesday, that book, if you've already pre-ordered it, it will be in your possession. Those of you that are in the DFW area, I have a couple of upcoming events, and I will have about 15 books per event with me just because we're getting ready to go to Atlanta. So we're going to make sure that we have some of the books in our hands so that you can get those books then. So if you've already pre-ordered and pre-registered for your book, it would come into the book launch, you're going to get your book early. And so we're excited about that. So here it is, Make Every Day a Wednesday, Mind Shift Methods and Mastery. And so here we go. We're going to read to you today the introduction. And then I'll make sure you have some links in to tell you about some of the things. Maybe before I read, let me just tell you, I just told you we have some copies that's going to be available this Saturday at 9 a.m. till about noon. I'll be at the church, Pastor Roderick Williams. I'll be at his church right there with them on this Saturday. So we're going to be there this Saturday talking about Dominate the Decade. And of course, you know, I'm going to incorporate something about Make Every Day a Wednesday. So it's a business workshop, personal development. It's for you that are goal setting and you're getting ready to end this year and get ready for your next year. Please make sure you join us there. And then Saturday afternoon, we will be at the Calling All Queens brunch series with LaTanya Donaldson and her team. That event is sold out. We snuck three people in this morning that didn't get a ticket, but we got them a ticket in this morning. But that's a sold out event in Irving, Texas at the Study. That's that afternoon. I'll be the keynote on that event as well. How excited I am to be with the ladies that day, sharing about how we can have a makeover in our life. We're going to have a makeover in our life. So let's jump in. I'm going to read the introduction because sometimes you got to know a little bit about it, maybe before you buy it. So let me read to you the introduction. The statement, make every day a Wednesday, is easy to say, and it sounds good when you say it. Thanks. I accomplished the first goal, and that was to come up with something desirable and easy to get behind. Now, the reality of many reading this book is that there are some areas in your life where you want the statement to challenge and to change you. For some, it's in the area of your career. You want a better job, a different job, or you may simply want to leave your job. Maybe you have the job you want and currently need a win in a relationship. You could possibly be tired of sitting home on the weekends, wishing you had someone to enjoy life with, or you may need to enjoy life again with your spouse or mate. No matter what attracted you to this book, I want you to know the content was written to confront any areas of mediocrity, procrastination, or settling that may exist within your life. I said any, which means you may have to do some soul searching to find your why. But once it's identified, it can be confronted. 85% of the things that have changed in my life had to first be confronted. When we avoid these areas, we are giving them permission to remain. The longer anything remains, the stronger it becomes. As you read through the stories of my journey, I want you to think about your own. I often say every aha moment carries the seed of possibility for breakthrough and transformation. That means I must be willing to activate my ahas. Therefore, jotting them down and memorizing the butsisms will allow you to win on the surface. But as an online influence, we call this winning the vanity metrics. You will soon learn there's a difference between having a lot of cliquish followers, likes and shares, and having a true tribe, accountability, and growth. I surrendered the title and switched lanes when I became intentional about my reason for being online. I want to disrupt one's day, life, and plans. I call this intentional intersections. I want my Facebook Live, email, text message, or direct message to intersect with someone's excuse, emotional meltdown, frustrated attempt, or broken focus. When the message of winning meets this individual, a decision must be made. What am I going to do with knowing I don't have to stay here, feeling like this, remaining stuck, or sitting idle another day unless I choose to do so? Settle in your heart and soul right here, right now, that before you have a mindset, you will make a mind shift. If your mind has been set and it's set wrong, now what? If your mind has been set that you are not smart enough, cute enough, qualified enough, or whatever enough, then you will surrender your seat of possibility and hold on to your sentence of reality. Mind shifts travel to new locations and scout out the land. Mind shifts decide that their not yets are better than their right nows. Mind shifts get a glimpse of their future self and begin making decisions with their present self that makes that introduction possible sooner rather than later. It's this type of thinking that will find a way to go to work and still find the strength to write their book, work on that business proposal, apply for those high-profile jobs, and even go back to school and prepare for their next. Mind shift individuals get up earlier, stay up later, work smarter and harder, get up after failure, and still figure it out while smiling so you don't know what's really going on with them or in their lives. Mind shift forces winners to win within before they ever win without. You see, until you've had a mind shift, you really don't need a new innovative method. Methods should be saved for those who are going to do something with them. Don't get me wrong, comfortable coasting people can still learn these methods and have a little gains. Oh, but I didn't write this book for incremental growth only. I wrote this book for those who desire a quantum leap. Yes, for those individuals who are tired of cycled living. New Year's resolutions, then Valentine's dates, to spring break, to a visit at the hottest church for Easter Sunday. Let's make it 2 in a row so you return to service for Mother's Day and then prepare for summer vacation. Don't forget the 4th of July fireworks, and soon you'll be back to school shopping during tax-free weekend. Who's barbecuing for Labor Day? What costumes are we buying for Halloween? And for this year's grand finale, we've added a new item on the Thanksgiving menu. Thanksgiving menu with the little Black Friday shopping and some Christmas gift giving as the last item on the agenda until we do it all over again on New Year's Eve. If you're tired from simply reading that, or if this sounds anything like the cycle you live or see, then the methods we're going to learn will free you and break the cycle with the new mind shift. You'll learn methods on time management, productive income activities, and how-to systems on minus to multiply. The methods stand alone, but combined, they will yield exponential growth. We end this book by learning how to move from maturity to mastery. By the way, both my brother and sister enjoyed their days around track and field. My brother ran cross country while my sister ran track. For the record, my father beat them both until his 40s, and then he decided to retire. I believe he was undefeated. Mastery is experienced when we sprint to the decision line of change and execute with the marathon mentality. Store this next statement. Long-term consistency always outlasts short-term intensity. Mastery bridges the two simultaneously. Let's go and dive into each of these areas and to begin to make every day a Wednesday. So that's the introduction to the book. The book is broken up into 3 parts. The first part of our book is broken up into mindset matters. We're going to talk about from mindset to mind shift. We're going to talk about challenging the L's. You got to read that chapter. Then we're going to talk about when out is better than safe. And then finally, we conclude that portion by talking about the courage of Las Vegas. Part 2 of the book, Methods for Movement. What is leadership? Excuses or excuse me, dominant thoughts. And then we conclude that portion with principled plans promote predictable outcomes. And then part 3 of the book is we're going to do mastery moves. So I use my story of AutoNation, the big win. And then we go and talk about this brand new concept. This is like snuck into the book at the very end, the life cycle of the connecting place for winners. Don't forget YouTube. Somebody needs to hear that today. I've said it on my other live that too often we give to so many other people and forget to give to ourselves. And I want to challenge you that in the course of it, that we don't forget ourselves. Don't forget you too. And then I give you some bonus content. The bonus content is where you get to just watch and walk through an entire day. And then, of course, we concluded on page 209 about the author. There you have it. Again, we have about 15 copies with us in the car. We'll keep them in the car at all times. Right now, you can go register online and register for our book launch. Or again, I'm telling you, and I'm just being honest with you so that you don't get upset with me. I'm going to Atlanta directly after the Calling All Queens event on Saturday, which means that I have to take some live books with me when I go there. So I'm only selling here 15 books here, 15 books at each event. That's all I'm going to have for sale during those times. So go on, register for the book launch. If you're good, if you do that, I'll make sure you get a copy before I get out of Dallas. All right. And then, of course, we got book launches set up. So next Wednesday, November 13th, your Kindle releases. And then right behind that, we're going to release Amazon so that we can start selling them through Amazon. So I just wanted to read you, though, that so you can get an idea. And I'm telling you right now, this is not 14-point writing. This is not double spaced. This is not pictures all through it. This is content. This is content so that you can hear a story, relate to the story, and apply a story and challenge your life. So I'm really excited about this project. And I see you, D. I see you. I want my copy now. I got you. We're going to make sure that happens. So I don't even have, and this is crazy for me, not to have a link set up. Hey guys, this is Atlanta. I got to get off the live and take this call. I love y'all. Sorry, I got to take this call. Good morning.